Good day, friends. It is me, HLModTech, and I saw a user mention posing our own characters. I've got an idea how to make it happen, so let's get cracking. Alright, friends, first step is to get one of these characters. You go to Creatures and Characters and you hit More. I think it takes 1 or 2 times when you do have him. Then you can bring one out as your model. Now, I've done a little work to speed us up. Friends, we're going to start with the legs. We're going to build those with basic shapes, and once we've got our own built, you can pick your colors, your costumes, and all the other cool things you want for your character. Friends, we're going to start with the pant leg. We're going to build it with a cylinder. When you bring it out, you need to hold shift. You need to stretch it to whatever number you want, but then I want you to type 4.6 and press enter. It'll all snap to that size, and then I want you to change it to 11.5 high. So you'll notice that this matches the leg we had here, or is super close. We're going to worry about close. I'm going to also pick colors that are different just because that's part of the fun of this. We need 2 of those, so we're going to do Control D. Use your arrow key to nudge it across. You'll notice that my nudge is 1. You'll also notice that there's our side by side, so mine will be 2. The next piece we're going to build is a shoe. When you bring this out, let's make sure we're looking at it from a corner, and I'm going to tell you the numbers that we're going to use are 9 and press enter, 5.5 and press enter, and then 2.75. And all I did was practice and model these so that they looked similar to the ones over there. If we do Control D, we can move them across. You do want these to be lined up pretty sweet, so let's remember this. If we do Align and we click on this one as a master, there's our dot in the middle to line that up. Let's take the other one, click Align, make that green one the master, and hit center, and boom, our feet look a lot like the feet of this dude. Alright, friends, let's make his waist with this piece right here. When you bring it out, I want you to type 9.5 for this number. Make sure you press enter. This one is going to be 7.9. And then the height number, click the little white box, then click in the number, and we're going to type 5.8. Now we need to invert this, and the coolest way is to use the mirror tool. Make sure you're looking at it from a corner, and we want to mirror it this way. So boom, all of a sudden you've got the waist. We'll move this close to the spot and then use Control up to raise it up. I'll show you how to align those when we get a little further along. You can see I have it too high. I'll drop it down to about the right height right there. Let's put the work plane right on top of that, and let's bring out another cylinder. When we bring out the cylinder, we do need to give it a bevel of 2 and press enter. We're going to change these numbers to 9.5 and press enter, and 7.9 and press enter. And then we're going to change the height by clicking this little box and typing 10 and pressing enter. Alright, friends, let's get these lined up. I'm going to start this by putting the work plane back on the ground, and I'm going to grab the legs and feet, and I'm going to make them one group. When I click solid, I can turn on multicolor so I keep my colors. Now I can grab all 3 of these and click align. If I make the feet the master, you can see that lines them up that way, and then also lines them up this way. I'm going to take my body and do Control down to sink it in. That gets rid of the bottom groove. And then I'm going to hold down shift and click both of those. So notice it says 2 shapes, and now I can just nudge them back to where I want them to be for my legs and torso. Notice that looks 1 click too high, so I'm going to do Control down, and boom, now my little guy looks a lot like the guy right here, although the colors are a lot different. I'm going to make the pants match. I think that'll look a little cooler. You can also fiddle around with custom colors, so if you wanted them to look different, you can adjust it however you want. The next thing we're going to do is make a neck. Work plane, put it up here, grab another cylinder. When you bring it out, zoom out. I'm going to tell you to hold shift and shrink it a little, and then I want you to type the number 4 and press enter. Once again, we're going to click on that bevel, and we're going to type 2 and press enter. Now we want this to sink in, so what we're going to do is we're going to change the height to a total of 2, and then we're going to do Control down to sink it in one shot. Now let's grab those top 2 shapes. Notice it says 2 shapes. Click align, click on the belly, and we want that to be in the middle. Just like that, we've got a place for the neck. I'm going to line it up the middle this way real quick as well. Once again, make that the boss, and then boom, now my neck is in the middle. work plane on top of this. Let's bring out a sphere, friends. We're going to click on this sphere, hold down shift, shrink it a little, click the box, type 11, press enter, pick the color you want for your person, whatever color you think is groovy, and then once again we're going to hold down shift and select the body, click a line, make the body the boss. Notice if I click the corner it's way easier to see, middle dots, and boom, my head is in place. I'm going to just sink it down with control, down arrow, one click. If you want to change your nudge to 0.1, you can do control up and get it to the exact spot you think is perfect for adding your head. Friends, we're going to build these arms down on the ground and we're going to build them straight up and down before we add them. When you bring out a cylinder, I want you to hold shift and I want you to shrink it. We're going to change the number to 3.5 and press enter, and then change the height of it to 10. Once again, we're going to do that bevel of 2 and press enter, and you can see that's the little cuff area. Now, friends, let's put the work plane on top of here and bring out a sphere. Let's hold down shift and shrink that, and let's type 3.5 as well and press enter. And then let's click the height one, and I want to make it 4 so it's a little bit taller. Let's grab them all, click a line, make sure you make the cylinder the master, and get those centered in both directions. Let's do control down and sink that hand in. You notice I've got that 0.1 grid, so it lets me adjust them just a little bit so it looks cooler. And there is my arm and my hand. I do want to take this number, and instead of 3.5, I'm going to make it 3 so it's a little thinner. That means I need to align it again. Once again, align. Click this as a master, and there's my center so that I've got a hand on an arm. Now the fingers are tricky, friends. Let's bring out one of these tiny fingers, hold down shift, and I'm going to tell you to shrink it and type 0.75. So it is a tiny little finger. Let's use fit view to zoom in, find the height number, and I want you to make that height 3. So that is one finger. Now we're going to move these over with the arrow keys, so you're nudging it to the spot where you want it. And these will probably be perfect-ish. So have fun, fiddle around with them, see if you like them. So there's my first one. Now I'm going to do Control D. I'm going to do Control up arrow to raise it up, move it a little bit over. Once again, those little rotates, so I can nudge it into the spot I want. Control up to get it to the right height. And then I'm going to do Control D and do it again. I don't like that one at all, so I'm just going to hit delete. I'm going to click back on this one and do Control D and nudge it from there. Once again, just a little custom rotation. Control up to get it to the right height. Here is a really fancy thing to make them a little skinnier. If you hold Alt and Shift, so I'm doing that with this hand right here, I've got 0.1 for my nudge. When you make this smaller, it makes it skinnier around the middle. So that's how you can adjust one finger to get it to the exact size that you want. I'm going to do Control D and make the next one. I like that. And I'm going to do Control D to make the last one. Now because I did that Alt Shift shrink, that's why each finger got a little smaller, and then I can just nudge them to the right spot so that my hand looks the way that I want. Now if you build other hands, you can have a lot of fun making these custom with different fingers and stuff. You're just going to have to get used to that Alt Shift to get them to the right size, and then get used to nudging them with the controls like Control Down to get them to the exact way you want. This is the hardest part of the project, but it also can be the most rewarding as you make yours more awesome. I'm going to zoom back to normal. So there is my cute little hand, very similar to their cute little hand. I'm going to pick my color of my hand. So I've got my hand color. I am going to now group this so that way it doesn't fall apart. With it grouped, I'm going to click the multicolor so that that shows up. Now when I do Control D, I can make a second hand. I'm going to switch back to my 1mm nudge so it moves faster. I want the other hand to be flipped, so I'm going to use my mirror tool. So now I've got hands for both sides. I'm going to rotate them 45 degrees and 45 degrees. Notice if you're out here, it goes 1 degree at a time. If you come inside the circle, you can just do 2 tick marks. So now, friends, with my two arms spread out, I'm going to nudge them like this so they're across from each other, and then I'm going to take the two of them and I'm going to group them. This is really slick because watch this. Now if we do shift select, we can align with the body being the boss, and if we choose middle and middle on the corner, I'll hit a corner view so you can see this better. So there's the middle. Boom. Now my arms are lined up, and I can just do control up arrow to raise them to where I want them to be. Alright friends, so there you have it, our cute little cloned person that we can now use in all of our projects. Friends, if you want to color these, I recommend ungrouping them all, and just when you've got it all ungrouped, let's see, do I have those? Yes, I do. Now you can grab the entire pants area, and let's say you wanted to make those some sort of tan, and you can take the entire middle area. So notice I'm touching the arms and the body. Let's say I want to give them a cool purple shirt. Zoom in on the neck piece. You can do that whatever color you want. I'm going to make it flesh colored, and all of a sudden my outfit is completely different in just an instant. Then friends, you can grab this character and you can put them in your projects forever by clicking on your creations and hit create shape, and then you're just adding arms up dude, just like that, available to be used in all the rest of your projects. You can come back, you can make a copy of this, you can change the arms, you can change the colors, you can have your own character factory where you make all the characters you want to make your projects look just the way you want. Friends, I do want to remind you, if you're ever playing with these again, always do Control D and move across and work on another one so you never lose your master with all your parts. Friends, if you make something fantastic, don't forget you can share it with me by generating a new link, copying the link, and then reaching out to share it with me. I am HLModTech on Facebook, Instagram, and Gmail. You can also find me on Twitter. I am HLTinkercad. And of course, friends, you can also visit HLModTech.com. We've got a Tinkercad tab with a ton of fun lessons for you. We have also got the messaging tool. You can fill that out and reach out to me almost instantly. Lastly, friends, I hope you have a ton of fun adding cool characters to your projects, and if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. If you got a question, comment, or a suggestion, add it down below. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button, and last but not least, hit the notification bell if you want to be the first to know when there's a brand new video from me, HLModTech. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.